Hey everybody, and thanks for watching Dari Reviews. Today I am going to be reviewing the Ryden VersaTech Pro backpack. They actually sent me this backpack and asked me to review it, and so I am going to give my unbiased opinion on this backpack. They're not really doing anything for me beyond they just sent it to me and asked me to review it. So I'm gonna give you the pros and the cons that I like for this backpack, and they also have a discount code for you guys if you are interested in purchasing it, and I'll include the link for that in the description below. So I hadn't heard of this brand before they reached out to me and asked me to review the backpack. I think this is a newer model. They are pretty popular on Amazon, some other models, but I haven't seen this one on Amazon yet. So it's probably a newer model that they're looking to get some recognition with out there before putting it on the more popular retailer platforms or something like that. But this brand, looking at their other products that have been wildly popular, are really innovative and cool designs. This is, a different price point than stuff I've previously reviewed, like my Tumi navigation backpack. This one retails on their website for about 90 bucks, but it would be about 80 bucks with the discount link I have for you guys in my description below. I have my iPad mini 6th generation here for size reference. This thing is huge. That is the most obvious benefit to this compared to something like a Tumi navigation backpack. It is massive. It has a large main compartment, and I'll put my iPad mini against it for size reference. I mean, this thing is just massive. And so I think it's kind of in the name what this backpack is targeted to in the VersaTech Pro. I think it's targeted more to carrying a lot of tech, and that's kind of my experience in my initial uses of this backpack so far. It would be exceptional for folks who carry laptop, tablet, maybe multiple tablets or laptops, extended monitor displays, lots of tech. The side profile of this backpack is super thin. It is huge. It's got a huge footprint, but the side profile is super, super thin, which I like. I mean, obviously that's good for carrying laptops and tablets because you get something like the Tumi navigation backpack and this thing is empty, and it takes up so much width there without even having anything in the backpack. Even the storage compartments, I think this is pretty neat here. They have 2 storage compartments on the front, and they're separated. So they're equal in size, but they're separated by some, I guess this is nylon here. And they're really huge. I could fit a full-size iPad or something in here very easily in each one of these compartments. And I think that's nice that every compartment here is so big, and then they have extra storage here on the back where you could fit another iPad mini or even a full-size iPad in there. So it's a nice hidden compartment. It has water bottle holders on each side, and another thing that I think is really cool about it is it zips closed and open to keep this thing as sleek as possible. And it's got this mesh material here. It actually feels pretty decent quality for the price point. Doesn't feel that cheaper. And I can fit one of these larger Gatorade bottles in here when the bag is empty, at least when I get it stuffed full of junk like I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah, I'm not sure, you might be able to fit a normal water bottle in there or something. I think that really depends on the user, but that's a nice feature. I like to see that. And then I keep it zipped closed when I'm using it. It's more of a storage for little packs of gum and things like that. So it does have that on both sides. And then in the main compartment, it's got 2, see if I can get this a good camera angle for you guys. It's got 2 large pouches here in the front. And then it's got sort of an iPad size pouch here with a little bit of padding there. I think I'd feel comfortable putting an iPad with no case kind of in there. And then laptop, I never really pack with my case, but it does have really nice padding and really thick padding on the back, as well as some pretty nice separate padding on each side of this little hidden compartment here. I would feel totally comfortable sticking an iPad or smaller Surface laptop or something like that in there. And so, yeah, the name of the game with this bag is big and slim, which is awesome for carrying a lot of tech. And then the other thing that I did like is it comes with these straps that it's nice that they include those, and this even has emergency whistle on there. And so I think it's cool that it comes with those, but my personal preference is I don't like having these on my backpacks. So in most backpacks I've purchased in the past that have these, they're permanently affixed to the back of the straps of the backpack. And so this backpack actually has removable straps. So you can hook them in there and just pull it against, and it stays in there pretty good. And take them out if you don't want to use them. So I love that. Now let's get into what I don't like about the backpack. Number one thing is no luggage loop. So it has this compartment here. You could stick on the top of your bag maybe, or I don't know, I wouldn't do that. You can't grab your handle then and you'd be packing the bag sideways, but no luggage loop. And so maybe that's just the nature of the way the bag is designed. I don't think with these cup holders coming around the back sides and things like that, I'm not sure it would allow it, but that is big for me on airline travel and stuff. I love sticking my backpack through my carry-on roller and just having everything in one hand and not weighing me down. That's a big thing for me that's missing. And then something I like is I like this kind of detail, and it's probably not real leather at the price point, but it does feel really good. And that's a nice touch. I do really like this material overall. It feels kind of like a really expensive raincoat. The other big thing I didn't like is this zipper at the top. Overall, the zipper isn't bad, it's just the way it finishes. Hopefully I'm getting a good shot on the camera here, but it's got a little tail that comes out, and I'll show you guys, it's right there. And so you can flop it outside of the bag if you really wanted to and have it hanging out there. But if you zip it all the way back, you can sometimes have a hard time zipping it back shut. I'm not sure the longevity of that little strap piece right there, but hopefully you don't see it breaking or anything. I just have to grab this in with my hand and kind of zip that back. I wish they had done something a little bit different with that zipper piece. But those are my two big cons about the bag. Other than that, everything else, I love the size. I think I will definitely start using this bag when I'm carrying a lot of tech. Laptop, iPad, Nintendo Switch, the extended monitor displays. It is a very good job of keeping everything sleek. But let's pack it out and I can show you guys what this thing looks like full, or as full as I can get it. So first thing I'm gonna put in here is my 14-inch laptop. Next, we are going to use my extremely heavy and very large dock kit. And then we are going to have my Toomey Tech pouch full of all sorts of goody chargers and power banks in there. And then we are going to put my Nintendo Switch with the MobaPad case and MobaPad gaming pads in there. It's hard getting it vertically while showing you the depth at the same time, but there's still so much space in here. Let's continue to throw some junk in here until we get it filled up. It's got my little Craftsman V20 fan that I love taking everywhere. So we'll just stick that in there wherever we can fit it. And then I've got the battery for that. We'll put that little pouch to use. Instead of my iPad, I want to use it in that back flap. I will put this little X flap in the iPad pouch. Let's continue to throw junk in here until we can get this thing filled up, because I've still got a ton of room in here. So I'm going to put some gym clothes in here, compression shorts and shorts, and a shirt and socks. And I think that'll just about do it. And so let's zip it shut. And you can kind of see some of the issue I'm talking about with this zipper can be a little tricky once this thing gets full, but it zips shut really nice. So let's flip around back and put this back pouch to use. I've got my iPad mini. I'm going to throw that in there. Every single pouch has some real nice padding You can tell it was made for carrying tablets, laptops, stuff like that. Each pad has its own individual pad lining, which I like, and then this still would feel pretty good along my back. But I'm just putting in there to sort of get some utilization out of every pouch. I'd probably put that in the iPad pouch in the main compartment. And then going to the front of the bag, one of these main compartments, we can throw some gum in there. I've got a watch. This is a little Amazon watch case I used to carry some nicer watches, Mega Speedmaster Racing Edition. Don't want that getting scraped up, so we'll throw that in there. And then we'll close that pouch out. Maybe we can get some use out of the other one. I have some glasses with a little cleaning kit. We'll throw that in there. I've got this thing stuffed to the gills. Then we'll make some use out of these cup holders. I've got a little pill container I use carrying my multivitamins and stuff like that. We'll throw that in one of these. And my little travel cologne, we will throw that in there. And then a couple last things, the cherry on top, some keys, and AirPods in its little protective case there. We'll throw that back in one of these bigger pouches. So that's it. This thing is stuffed. Could I fit all of this in my Tumi navigation backpack? I think as easily as I did it in this one. I think the answer is no. But the Tumi has obviously the edge. It's a $500-600 backpack, has the edge on durability, I think, zipper quality. It's expandable and things like that. This thing rides pretty slim when you don't have it stuffed, which is nice. But at the $80-90 price point, with how easily I was able to fit everything in here, and I've still got Banchen. Try and throw my Gatorade bottle. Yeah, it'll still take it. This is the super wide, weird shaped 28-ounce Gatorade bottles. You can still throw that in there in addition to all this stuff. So the greatest thing about this backpack, I'd say, is just its ability to hold so much stuff. I could have even done it more meticulously. Could have played Tetris harder and fit some more stuff in this backpack. I guess it's a drawback. It's large footprint, the length and width that this backpack occupies. I'd say a good thing about it is that since it lays super flat, maybe in an occasion where you're traveling and you're bringing an extra bag, throw in your carry-on, this would fit very nicely, lay extremely flat in your carry-on bag. For some reason you were going somewhere and expecting to do some shopping or something like that and pick up some stuff and come back with some more baggage. This would be a great extra bag to throw in your carry-on just because it lays so flat when it's empty compared to any other backpack I've had. And then it can carry so much. But really, I put a whole different plethora of things in here. This is targeted primarily towards tech. And so throwing clothes and stuff like that in here might not be the best example, but this thing could probably carry 10 laptops and 10 tablets, something like that. I don't have enough tech to demonstrate the full capacity of this thing, but I really like it. I think it's not going to replace my Tumi navigation as an EDC, but it 100% has its uses where I will definitely be giving this thing its paces. If I were in more of a tech industry, I think this could absolutely have some potential as an EDC with some folks carrying more technology oriented type stuff, laptops, tablets, extra displays, power banks. So hopefully that was a good demo for you guys. I do like the backpack. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you are interested in getting the backpack, please use my link below to get the best deal. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching Dari Reviews.